So, is dried fruit healthy? My grandkids turned up the other day with some of these, which were mango crisps. So, if you look at the packet, it says they're 100% natural, there's no added sugar, it's all pure goodness according to the pack. So, it looks like a healthy option, fat-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, all the good stuff. But is it really healthy? Let's dig in and take a look. So am I saying kids shouldn't be eating dried fruit? Not at all. If you're a little healthy 5-year-old that's running around all day, burning loads of energy, then there's not too much problem with loading them up with dried fruit treats. On the other hand, if you're over 50 like me, a reformed type 2 diabetic, then dried fruit is probably the last thing you want to be eating. And the reason is it's just super concentrated sugar. So fruit contains fructose, which is the bad half of sugar. Glucose isn't so bad, but fructose is a major problem in terms of insulin spiking. And so for me, fruit has been pretty much off the menu for a long time, and especially dried fruit because it's just super concentrated sugar. So this packet is 15 grams per serve, and of that 12.5 grams or 87% is basically sugar, so carbohydrates, or 57% before you start digesting it is 57%, so over half is just pure just pure sugar. So yes, it's fruit. Is it better than a Mars bar? Probably. But when you take fruit and then you remove all the water, what you get left with is super concentrated fructose, and that's that's basically the sugar that does all the damage. So by damage, I mean it's got very detrimental effects on your liver. It also causes insulin resistance, so that's the start of the slippery slope. Once you develop insulin resistance, then your body just craves more sugar, and it starts storing away as much fat as it possibly can, and that's where you get into a bit of strife. So for type 2 diabetics, like I used to be, a good serving of dried fruit will basically be like you're just eating candy bars. It's your body knows no different, and it's something best avoided. Not if you're a 5-year-old running around all day, but for us people over 50, it's a big problem. So I guess the major problem is it allows you to eat more fructose and more sugar in a smaller portion. So once you remove all of the water from fruit, you're left with a much smaller, much condensed item, but it's but still retains all of the sugar content. So you typically wouldn't sit down and eat 5 mangoes, but if you had a bowl of 5 dehydrated mangoes in front of you, you could chomp through those really easily and not realize the amount of sugar that you're taking on board. So you essentially get all the sugar for none of the bloat and none of the work. So this particular brand uses, on the back, the ingredients are just 100% mango. So to their credit, that's a good thing. Other brands will add stuff like extra sugar, and I don't know how that's it's even possible to add more sugar, but they do. Some people will include seed oils to improve the texture. Again, it's just turning a supposedly natural product into a super processed food that can spike insulin. It can cause inflammation, especially if seed oils are in there. The cell level inflammation from seed oils is something to behold, and really is best avoided at all costs. So if you do get a fruit craving, then you're better off sticking to fresh. You get the bulk, so you don't eat as much, in terms of the fructose you're taking in. You know, mango, fresh mango is about 17% carbs. Banana 23. Dates are a problem because they're naturally 75% sugar. You know, so you can imagine the damage they do. Oranges 12%. If you are absolutely determined to eat fruit, then there are better options like strawberries, watermelon, cantaloupe melons, peaches. They're all sub 7 or 8% carbs. So of the options, they are better. Like I do see a lot of low carb recipes using strawberries, and that's probably the reason they're not super high. So it's you know, a lesser of two evils, I guess. So is dried fruit good for you? Well, it's natural, but then again, so is snake venom. You know, a lot of things that are natural, you know, aren't going to do you any good, and I'd suggest that fructose is one of those. So another question that gets asked a lot is dried fruit good for a diet? The answer is no. No, it's not. So another question is dried fruit bad for you? Well, like all of the things I've outlined here, it's not necessarily bad in and of itself. It depends on your metabolism and where you're at. So if you're type 2 diabetic, then it's certainly best avoided. I know that a lot of the carnivore crowd that don't go near plants certainly wouldn't go anywhere near fruit, and a lot of the keto doctors as well, they advocate very limited, if no fruit at all. So how do you tell what's good and what's not good? I've got a fruit section on my card guide. The link is in the description below. You can download that for free, nothing to buy, and that just gives you a percentage in terms of 100 grams of whatever food. So all the different food groups are included, and there's quite a detailed fruit section, so you can tell what's good. So if you are you know, hankering after some fruit, then the good options are listed in that guide. So I've been Alan, thanks for watching this quick video. I've got some better snack options coming up. I've got a video coming out on gummy bears. Yes, gummy bears. So keep an eye out for that. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that one. Subscribing's free, by the way, so there's nothing to buy. I've got nothing to sell you. No courses or books or programs or mentorship. I'm just getting my message out. What I did to lose a whole bunch of weight and to reverse my type 2 diabetes, and that's what I'm sharing. So you have a fantastic day. I look forward to seeing you soon. My name's been Alan, and thanks for watching.